All right, folks, I think everybody's getting a little bit tired of the the end of the day videos, recap of the day. So yeah, we're gonna do something a little bit different here. It's 7th of November. It's just shy of 2 p.m. It's been one hell of a day here, very active, which is fantastic. First things first. All right. This is normally the area you're going to see all those Holsteins. Those Holsteins were gone just before noon today. It's okay, girls. It's all right. You're okay. You're okay. You're all right. You're all right. Just got back literally 5 minutes ago with 5 beautiful, beautiful red Angus heifers. I'm extremely, extremely pleased. I mean, for God's sakes, just look at that. And, that's a calf right there. Obviously, folks, these are this spring's calves. So these come from a different place other than where I've been getting my 5 reds a year for the last 3 years or so. For multiple reasons, and all is well. But these come from a different producer. He's no more than 5-6 miles away, and we got together. Probably about 3 weeks ago, 2-3 weeks ago, and we made a deal that was good for him and good for me, and everybody's happy. So I'm extremely pleased with their shape, their size, their condition. These girls here have been weaned off for at least 3 weeks now, and they've been on full grain rations for at least the last 2 weeks. Everything vaccinated. It's a perfect world. So very happy about these girls, having them here. Another addition to the farm. With some red hides. How do I explain this? I broke my own words. After last year, I said no more purchasing of any red heifers, or even cows for that matter. Basically, I want my own reds to produce what's going to be here. That really wasn't the case this past spring. I only really ended up with 2 real red heifers that are going to be of good breeding age come July-ish that I'm going to keep. The rest of them were steers, and then there were some bull breedings, which they came out, of course, black, and which is completely fine. But yeah, I broke my own rule, and that's all right. And yeah, that is the last purchasing of reds that I will be doing in a perfect world. And it's just to add a little bit of color, folks. I just think there's something, I think these are just as nice. There's just something about adding a little bit of color into the herd in these reds. I really enjoy it. I've said it before, I am not reverting this farm to reds. I'm just adding in a little bit of color, and that's, I don't know, I think that's pretty neat, So yeah, I really wasn't in the market to do so this year, but yeah, a little bit of hope and everything else, this is okay. 5 new red heifers. Yeah, these are fantastic size. Holy crumps. They definitely know what they're doing over there. It's a father and a couple of sons. Actually, it's the whole family. They all have their dedicated jobs off the farm, just to keep the farm alive and operating, and of course, a little extra income, obviously. I believe they run about a 40 head cow-calf operation, and they are predominant all reds over there. So yeah, hope you enjoy. Just something neat. Bunch of cattle went out here today and 5 came back in. So what I'm doing here, folks, is they're going to be confined to this small little area here just to settle down, settle in. They're going to be here for at least the next 2 days. I doubt 3. And in the meantime, hey girls, it's all right. It's all right. You're okay. In the meantime, I got to open up all these gates, and I've got multiple loads of manure to haul out of this shelter. At some point, then they're going to be confined to the shelter. And I'm going to be, now, because the Holsteins are gone, I'm going to be adding my own heifers to this group. And I think there's something to be said for leaving these reds in with what I'm going to add to them in the confined space. Hopefully for a little bit of calm down. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But then at some point, when everybody is calmed down, no fence breakers, if that even exists, they will be introduced and opened up into the yard. And this is where they're going to be for the winter. Obviously, they'll have the shelter. And these heifers aren't exactly the size to be using the lock stalls. So what I'm going to be doing is I have 5 of those SI feeder green feed bunks, just like I've been doing the last few years. I line those up, and I know it's a little ridiculous, but hey, it works. I line those up all the way down here, and that's what they eat their grain out of for the winter. Yeah, works out. Let's check that lock real quick, and then I'm going to show you that barn cleaner. Yeah, we're good. Okay, lot was done here this morning. In between loads of the Holsteins. You know, we're not talking huge trailers here, folks. You know, it took 4 trips. And, you know, we didn't haul them. We were here to obviously sort and load. But in between trips, Dad and I basically finished the barn cleaner. Put the scraper spring-loaded system back on. Obviously, we put the transmission on first thing this morning. Then, of course, went on the motor. We tweaked everything. And then got all the chain links and paddles on. Including the very important, I'm going to call them deflectors, down below. So yeah. So the absolute truth is it's done. Now it just needs some juice. So what we're going to do, instead of coming down again with AC and following this ridge line one way or another to get to the motor, we're done doing that. Poses a little bit of a hazard when you got the pitchforks in here and everything else and snow and whatever. So basically we're going aerial with this. I'm basically going to set an eye hook into the wood and then I'm going to run a, well, we're going to call it a guide cable. I'm going to run that guide cable to here with a tensioner on it. Obviously the tensioner will be up there. It'll be run to here. I can't go to here because it gets in the way of the chute opening, the cover, excuse me. And then basically it's literally a guide wire. Find some good number 10-aught outdoor wire that's going to follow the guide wire down and make its way into the motor. So Yeah, got a little mess to clean up here, but no big deal. I got the rest of the day. Actually, I got about 50 odds and ends I need to saddle up here on here today. But yeah, she's a beaut. Yeah, this is going to be a big difference maker here. Big difference maker. That's about it, folks. Thought we'd do something different, have a mid-afternoon video. All's well. The weather just continues to be ridiculous nuts. I'd have to guess it's at about a good 70, 71, 72 degrees again today. Now this is going to start changing come Tuesday. But yeah, pretty unbelievable. So with the barn cleaner being ready, basically, I'm going to add juice. You know, there will be AC on that thing Monday. I'm going to twiddle around tomorrow getting it ready. I'll hook it up on Monday. We'll do a nice test to it. I guarantee there's some tweaking that we're going to have to do. And then the barn is then therefore ready. Settle down, girls. It's okay. You're okay. You're all right. You're okay. So then, of course, the barn's going to be ready to accept the smaller beef animals for the winter. So we got one hell of a head start. Settle down, girls. It's all right. A nice big jump on this winter preparation before things get really hairy around here, which is going to be in a blink of an eye. It feels pretty fantastic, I got to tell you. Yeah, I'm just thoroughly impressed. Tom with TNR Red Angus. YouTube channel name TNR Red Angus. I'd have to say that this was good pickings. There we go. We're all getting a show here. These boys continue to be on their hard weaning here. They're short weaning, but they've settled down immensely. They're doing a lot better, and we'll continue to do so. Right, buddy? That's it, folks. Got to get my butt in gear. Talk to you sooner or later.